any move we make, we try to think about the long term. Now, you could probably pick and choose some moves where maybe contractually it doesn't seem like it's long term, but within the building and within the meeting rooms, we think about it more for long term purposes as we move forward here. But I think all those guys came in and contributed.
Bill O'Brien, coach of the Texans, his end of season press conference, Peter. And look, they made a lot of moves right at the end of the preseason, Labor Day weekend, some surprising moves. They paid a big chunk of Jadeveon Clowney's salary to get him off the books to get a third-round pick for him. Kind of a strange move there. They gave up a ton for Laramie Tunsil at left tackle and Kenny Stills, the receiver from Miami. They didn't get Tunsil signed to a long-term contract. 2 first-round picks go out the door as part of that deal. And they're not going to hire a GM. Bill O'Brien acknowledged that yesterday. I really have a concern about that, because I think there's always needs to be a voice in the organization that can push back against the things that the head coach would like to do, and that maybe Bill O'Brien has been able to do unfettered without a GM there.
Mike, what would you do? What would you say if I told you that Houston, which has so many needs in this draft, in this offseason coming up, specifically, they desperately need a corner. They desperately need to replace the pass rusher they lost in Jadeveon Clowney. They need help on the offensive line. You wonder about the long-term future of so many things on their team. The Houston Texans are going to have one draft choice in the top 120 picks in this draft. One draft choice out of the top 120. Let's track it. They lose the 1 for Laramie Tunsil. They use their 2 3s in this draft, including the one they got for Clowney, for Gary and Conley and Duke Johnson. So now all they have left is, I think it's the 57th pick in the draft, which is their second round pick. So I think they're going to have huge buyer's remorse as they look at the composition of what they have available to do this winter and spring to supplement a team that needs a lot of supplements.
And they're going to have to pay some of the guys they already have. Tunsil is in the final year of his rookie contract, that 5th-year option, and he'll head toward free agency with a franchise tag after the 2020 season. Deshaun Watson, the window is open on a second contract for him. And they gave J.J. Watt his second contract after 3 seasons. They made Jadeveon Clowney play out his entire 5-year rookie deal and then traded him from under the franchise tag. I think it's only fair to give Deshaun Watson his contract in this offseason. Now, will they want to pay him what Watson wants? Where does the market go? If I'm Watson, I wait to see what Patrick Mahomes gets, and I try to come in under that. And if Patrick Mahomes gets $40 million a year, do you put Deshaun Watson between $35 and $40 million? It's going to be a challenge, and the Texans could just decide to squat on Deshaun Watson, knowing that he's not going to make a big deal about it and take advantage of his good nature. Some big decisions to make, though. A tough negotiation with Tunsil, tough negotiation with Watson, holes to fill, no draft picks to fill them, which means fewer options to get young, cheap talent. This is not going to be an easy offseason or two for the Texans, Peter. All the more reason to have a GM.
If I were Bill O'Brien, I would try to sign Deshaun Watson as soon as possible. You know why? All you do by waiting, it's going to cost you $3 or $4 million a year on the cap. Don't wait. Pay too much now, because too much now is going to be a lot less than you'd have to pay later.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.